I'll tell you 3 quick stories about changes, and you can understand from these what might alter in the way you actually change people's lives. First story, guy at Berkeley, Jay Kiesling, world's most brilliant bioengineering guy. Insert 9 genes in E. coli. What's E. coli? A microbe, a bug. There's one now. Insert 9 genes in that bug, and it makes artemisinin, which kills the malaria parasite. If you can make beer, you can make bio. Get a vat, put the bugs in, and out comes artemisinin. That's a big deal. Dose rate today, 250 for artemisinin from the Chinese yew tree. Dose rate when the bugs make it, as you would make homebrew beer, 10 cents. That's a big deal. So alteration of the characteristics of seeds to resist drought. I know there are all sorts of problems here, but when you see people dying by not having any food because there's no water, altering the seed base that allows drought-resistant crops to feed people does seem like an important step to take. Second story. 2 years ago, 3 now, a researcher at UC San Francisco and now at Kyoto University found a way to take a skin cell, there's a skin cell, insert 3 genes, and turn that skin cell to a stem cell. They'll say idempotent stem cell. That means you get my cell, put in 3 genes, it reverts to a form that can then be differentiated into a heart muscle, my heart muscle, into a nerve cell, into all the hundreds of species of cells in my body. This reverted skin cell can be bubbling along in a little incubator and turn into human cells specific with my DNA in them. Why is this interesting? Because today, if you're attempting to find a drug specific for dengue or malaria or for any infectious disease, how do you test the drug? On mice. Mice cells, not ethically. You don't take humans and carve them up. With this technology, you have fundamentally altered therapeutic drug intervention. Most people, when you have a drug, there are a few people have no effect, some people have some effect, a few people have a big effect, some people have a really big effect. Now I could test it against your specific gene set, your specific heart muscle. That makes the specificity of drug application immensely more powerful. That's a Nobel laureate, Shinya Yamanaka. Watch him, University of Kyoto. And then the things that at the bottom are making most changes that no one fully understands. I thought we all understood about materials, plastics and steel and how strong it is. The world of catalysts. How do you make a plant cell absorbing a photon and making sugar? There's a catalytic reaction. It's not very hot. Something in there is doing good chemistry. I have just, in materials science, there are catalysts being discovered every day that have a 10 to 50 time impact on chemical reactions that generate energy or clean water or do a variety of things that we need. So those areas are absolutely the newest areas, fundamentally changing things. And then they're just simple things. This is the last example I'll show you. This, I'll come down a little bit. These are a bunch of garages. Technical University of Munich. They figured out a way in Munich to take garbage. Think Cabera. Take garbage and put it in these garages. The door opens, the garbage goes in, the door closes. It's irradiated with bacteria and it munges on it and it composts. It's anaerobic digesters that turn out wonderful compost, and not a molecule of methane escapes. It all turns into electrical power. It took them 15 years to make what looks like a simple thing. It's not simple. To keep the temperatures exactly right and to measure everything and to put it all on the internet and run it remotely and to have this entire thing function without losing a molecule of methane into the sky is an enormous engineering feat. These people now have 1,000 cities wanting this. You could plunk this thing down in any city in the world, and you tell the city council of Nairobi, this makes you money and gets the smell gone. It converts all the garbage right there. Well, do what Munich does, and do it another 100 Europeans. Berlin, everyone's moving to this kind of very highly engineered technology using bacteria to make electricity. So these technical changes, I think, to repeat what Ann said, we're at a moment where knowledge, information, combining with human desire to use all tools available to change the world is absolutely, we're at a transformational point, and you are the transformers. Thank you very much.